Hi everyone, it's Eric with Commander's Coliseum. We are at Waffles and Enthusiasm at the Plymouth Meeting Mall in Plymouth Meeting, Pennsylvania, and we're going to play some more Elder Dragon Brawl today. And today the challenger is
Logan.
Logan. Hi Logan, nice to meet you.
You as well.
Alright. Hey, how long have you been playing Magic?
I've been playing for about 4 years now.
Alright, and what's your favorite format?
EDH.
EDH.
Yes.
Alright, how did you hear about Elder Dragon Brawl?
Close friend of mine, Tyler, who goes to another card shop with me on Thursdays to play EDH, told me about it.
Nice, nice. What are you excited about? What do you know about this format?
Well, I know it's a 1v1, and I know I'll be playing with a deck I've never used or seen before, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes for me.
Okay, alright. Otherwise, it plays like Commander. There's only 25 life. There's no Commander damage. And the win condition is get the opponent's life to 0.
Alright.
Okay, today you're going to be playing the first game with Mr. Orfeo.
Alright.
Okay, and then I'm going to be playing Greasefang. So it's Orzhov versus Jund.
Alright.
Alright? Do you know what Mr. Orfeo does?
No, and that's half the fun.
Alright, good. Do you know what Greasefang does? Alright, well, it's going to be a lot of fun. Best of luck to you.
You as well.
We're going to introduce the commanders for the first game. The host is playing Greasefang, Okiba Boss. It's a 1 white, black, Orzhov color, legendary creature, rat pilot, 4/3. At the beginning, it says at the beginning of combat, on your turn, return target vehicle from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains haste, return it to its owner's hand at the beginning of your next end step. My opponent, a challenger, Logan, is going to play
Mr. Orfeo, the Boulder. It's a 1 black, red, green. Whenever you attack, double target creature's power until end turn, and it is a Rhino Warrior.
Here are the packs. We're playing for 5 War booster packs, draft booster packs. So these are the packs that are on the line. We're going to put them right there. Let's shuffle up. All right, we just shuffled our decks. We're presenting them for cut. All right, good luck. Draw your first. We're going to roll to see who goes first. We're rolling, high roll goes first. Challenger rolls first. So, a 1. So actually, low. Do you want to go first, or do you want to be on? Do you want to be on the play, or do you want to be on the draw?
I'll be on the draw.
You want to be on the draw, so
yes.
You go second. I will go first.
All right.
All right. London Mulligan rule is in effect. You get 1 free mulligan. Draw your 7. I mulliganed once, but I do have a hand of 7 that I can keep, and Logan kept his original hand of 7. Logan won the roll and has elected to be on the draw. So I go first. I'll be on the play. I'm going to play a Fabled Passage, crack it, and go get a basic land, put it onto the field. I get a swamp and comes in tapped. Shuffle, right? I got a swamp, put it in tapped, shuffle the deck, and I pass my turn.
Then, following your lead, Fabled Passage, crack it, and I will search for a basic land. I play a forest, put it in tapped, and I end my turn.
All right, my turn, I untap, and I draw. Let's play Temple of Silence. Card comes in tapped. When Temple of Silence enters the battlefield, I scry 1 card off the top of my library. I will put the card to the bottom of my library. And I end my turn.
Alright, I untap my land, draw a card. I will pay a swamp, tap my forest, and bring in Soul Ring. And
Nice.
then I'll end my turn.
Nice. I untap. Draw. Okay. I will play land for turn. I play a Plains. And don't have anything in the graveyard. So a Kitsune Ace for 2. It's a 2/2 box pilot, and it says whenever a vehicle you control attacks, I get to choose one of the two following. That vehicle gains first strike until end of turn, or I can untap the Kitsune Ace. That's my turn. Pass.
Alright, I untap my land, draw my card. I'll play Dragon Skull Summit. It comes in untapped as I already control a swamp. And then I will tap my swamp, my forest, and Dragon Skull Summit for a mountain, as well as Soul Ring, and bring out Mr. Orfeo, the boulder.
Okay.
And I will end my turn.
Sounds good. My turn.
Yep.
Untap. Draw. Return. I will play, for land for turn, I'll play a Grim Pathway, and I play it on black.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play black. I'm gonna play an Entomb. So 1 black instant says search my library for a card and put that card into my graveyard, then shuffle my library.
Alright.
Alright, so I'm going to search for a card and put it into the graveyard. So with Entomb's effect, I went and searched for a card, and the card I searched for was Parhelion 2,
Alright.
and I'm going to put that to the graveyard. Alright, and then this resolves. Alright, then I'm going to tap 3, still in main phase. I'm going to play my commander, Greasefang.
Alright.
Alright, you know what it does, right?
Yes, I read it.
Alright, so we're going to go to combat. Pre-combat. Greasefang's effect lets me bring an artifact from my graveyard and puts it right onto the battlefield
Alright.
and gives it haste. So I put Parhelion 2 onto the battlefield. Parhelion 2 is a legendary artifact vehicle. It has flying, first strike, and vigilance. It's a 5/5, and it says whenever Parhelion 2 attacks, create 2 4/4 white angel creature tokens with flying and vigilance, and it's a crew 4.
Alright.
All right, and they come out attacking.
Alright.
All right. So go to combat. Tap Greasefang to crew the Parhelion since it has haste. All right, and then effect. Go to attacks. Parhelion attacks effect. So angels with vigilance, 2 of them. These don't say vigilance, but they do have vigilance. Okay.
Mhm.
They are attacking. And then effective Kitsune Ace. Whenever a vehicle I control attacks, choose 1. Vehicle gains first strike or untap. So I'll just give Parhelion 2 first strike. So right now, you have the 5/5 and 2 4/4, so that's 13 damage.
I cannot block it, so 13, 2, 12.
Okay. Main phase 2, post combat main phase 2, end step, Parhelion 2 comes to my hand.
Alright.
Okay, that ends my turn. I still have the two 4/4 angels out.
Alright.
Alright, pass turn.
All my mana untaps. I draw a card. I'll put a forest down. I think I am going to play Riveteer's Charm.
Okay.
So black, green, and red.
At sorcery speed?
Yes.
Okay.
And I am going to have it destroy a... You're going to have to sacrifice a creature they control with the highest mana value among the creatures or planeswalkers they control.
Well, okay, I have to sacrifice Greasefang.
Yes.
Alright, so put Greasefang back to the command zone, and I have to pay 2 extra mana to bring him back out. Good play.
And what I'm going to do is I am going to tap 1 forest and then my Soul Ring and put Garruk's Uprising onto the field. Whenever Garruk Uprising enters the battlefield, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, draw a card. Creatures you control have trample, and whenever a creature with power 4 or greater enters the battlefield under your control, you draw a card. And then I
So
will...
you weren't able to draw a card because
He's
Mr.
only a
Orfeo...
2/4, yes.
Okay. That was kind of a misplay. Alright, ended your turn. I'm going to untap my lands. I'm going to draw. I'm going to tap 4 to play a artifact vehicle, Bomat Bazaar Barge. For 4, it's a 5/5. When Bomat Bazaar Barge enters the battlefield, draw a card. So I draw a card with its effect. And it's crew 3. Go to attacks. I will attack in the air with 2 4/4 angels.
I have to take that 8, so I'm down to 4 health.
Right. I pass the turn.
So I untap all my mana, and then I draw a card, and I will put Verdant Catacombs onto the field. I'll crack it, pay 1 life, and I will search for a swamp.
Okay. Pause.
So I played my swamp, and now I'll tap all my mana, including Soul Ring, Dragon Lord Atarka. It's flying trample. When it enters the battlefield, it deals 5 damage divided among any number of target creatures or planeswalkers your opponent controls. I will deal 4 damage directly to 1 of your angels.
Okay.
And the last one...
So we changed out the angel token to represent that the angels have vigilance, and so one of them dies, so we're down to 1.
And the last one really won't do anything, but I'll still hit your other angel for the fun of it.
Okay.
And
It has,
I played a creature with power 4 or greater, so I'll draw a card, thanks to Garruk's Uprising.
Okay.
And from there, I will end my turn.
All right. Untap. Draw for turn. I'll play a Plains for turn. I'm going to tap double black and double white, and I'm going to play Kaya's Wrath, sorcery. Destroy all creatures. You gain life equal to the number of creatures you control that were destroyed this way, and I control 2 creatures that were destroyed this way. So I gain 2 life, and all of our creatures are wiped. So I gain 2 life. I'm up to 27.
So I'll take my commander, put it to the command zone, and Dragon Lord Atarka went to the graveyard.
And my 2 creatures went to the graveyard. That ends my turn.
Alright, so I untap my mana. And I draw a card. So what I will do is
Yeah,
first
you can
I'll
do a
play
lot.
Forest.
You have 7. Now you have 8 mana.
Tap this for 2, 3 green mana, and 1 swamp. Aggressive Mammoth. It has greater than power 4, so I'll draw a card.
Seems good.
And with that, I will end my turn.
All right, my turn. I untap. And I draw. I will look at my graveyard real quick. Nope. I will tap 5 to play Greasefang from the command zone.
Alright.
And that's my turn.
Alright. I untap my mana.
Okay.
Now I will draw. I'll play Nerf Forest.
9 mana available. Seems really good.
9, yes. 4, and then... So what I will do is tap Soul Ring, a Forest, and a Swamp to put Rampant Rejuvenator onto the field. It comes in with 2+1/+1s. And then I will tap all my remaining mana, 3 Forest, a Swamp, and Dragon Skull Summit for a Mountain for Xanagos, God of Revels. Indestructible as long as your devotion to red and green is less than 7. It isn't a creature. At the beginning of combat, on your turn, another target creature you control gains haste and gets +X/+X until end turn, where X is that creature's power.
All right, how much devotion do you have?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So
It
Xanagos,
is a creature.
It is a creature. Put it into the field where the creatures are at.
Alright, so now that Xanagos has come onto the field, I am first going to draw a card because it had power 4 or greater, and then I'm going to swing with Aggressive Mammoth. At the beginning of combat, I can give it +X/+X until end turn, where X is the creature's power.
So you're going to combat.
Yes, with Aggressive Mammoth,
Okay.
and it'll get +8/+8 until end turn, so it's a 16/16 with Trample.
Yikes. That's not cool. I will, on the attack, I will crew the Bomat Bazaar Barge,
Alright,
and I'll block with the barge.
so 5/5 against 16/16?
Yes, so I take 11.
Yep.
Bazaar Barge goes to the graveyard, and I take 11. So I go from 27 to 16. All right, damage steps over. Main
And
phase 2.
End my turn.
You end your turn.
Yeah.
All right, I untap. I have to admit, that was a pretty powerful turn. All right, I draw. All right, I'm land for turn. I'm going to play an Isolated Chapel. Isolated Chapel enters the battlefield tapped unless I control a plains or a swamp, and I control both, so it enters untapped. Wow, I'm going to die next turn. Unless I find a way to deal with Xanagos.
How do you think I felt when I drew a Tarka? That was my saving grace. Now you need yours.
Let's see. 1, 2. I'm going to tap 4 to play Conqueror's Galleon. It's an artifact vehicle, 2/10. When it attacks, exile it at the end of combat, then return it to the battlefield, transformed under my control. And it's crew 4. Pre-combat, Greasefang effect at the beginning of combat on my turn, return target vehicle card from the graveyard to the battlefield. it gains haste. So I will target and return Bomat Bazaar Barge with Greasefang's effect. When the Bazaar Barge enters the battlefield, I draw a card. So I will draw with its effect. And no attack. No main phase 2. I will go and end turn.
Alright, so I will untap all my mana. And I will draw a card. I will play Scourge the Rage Pit. I can tap it for 1 mana to my mana pool, or tap a forest and a mountain. Target creature gets +1/+1 and gains trample till end turn.
Okay.
So first thing I'll do is tap 1 forest, 1 swamp, and Skarg to play Sarulf the Realm Eater.
Okay.
Whenever a permanent opponent controls is put in the graveyard from the battlefield, it gets +1/+1 counter on Sarulf the Realm Eater. At the beginning of your upkeep, if Sarulf has 1 or more +1/+1s counters on it, you may remove them all, and
Oh, it comes in untapped. There we go.
you may remove them all. If you do, exile each other non-land permanent with converted mana cost less than or equal to the number of counters removed this way. And then that's 4, so a red, a green, a swamp, and then
Make sure you tap it completely so we know it's been used.
yep, forest, and then my soul ring to bring Mr. Orfeo the Boulder back onto the battlefield.
Okay.
And now, for the attack phase, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to swing with Aggressive Mammoth.
Okay, so
I'm going to give Xenos, God of Revels ability onto Seraph, Realm Eater. And then I'm going to swing with Rampant Rejuvenator. And then Mr. Orfeo's the Boulder, is going to go onto Aggressive Mammoth. So I'm swinging with a 6/6, a 16/16, and a 2/2.
Okay. Seems good. Alright, so I will crew the Galleon with Greasefang before blocks, and I will go to block the Aggressive Mammoth
Alright.
with the Galleon. And that's the only block I can make
Alright, this is 16/16, so that would die.
against it. So before damage, I'm going to tap 1 and play a card, Loran's Escape. It's an instant. Target artifact or creature, so it's both. Gains hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. I will give the Galleon indestructible, and I will scry 1.
Alright.
So I scry. I will leave the card on top. It still has trample, so the trample damage comes through,
So
which was 6.
Then 12, since this gets +3/+3 from Xenagos ability. And then 2,
I have
so
16.
14. You are down to 2 health.
I'm down to 2 health.
Welcome to the party. I've been at 3 since turn 3.
Okay.
And with that, I end my turn.
Alright, so this goes back over here and untap. Untap all my lands. Draw my card for turn. Alright. right. Land for turn. I'm going to play Maze of Ith.
Oof.
Maze of Ith is a land that says I can tap it to untap target attacking creature, prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to and by that creature this turn.
All right.
Right. So this comes onto the battlefield here. I'm going to tap 4 mana, 5 mana, to play another vehicle, the Arcadia Express. It's an artifact vehicle for 5. It's an 8/6. It has menace. And it's a crew 4.
All right.
I will pass turn.
All right. Untap all the mana.
Untap all the mana, and don't forget to untap your creatures.
I won't. They're necessary for what comes next.
I'm sure. Things
All
are
right.
not looking good for the host
Then
right
we
now.
draw. And what I will do is I will tap 2 swamps and Scarred Rage Pits for Night Howler. I have 1 creature in my grave. I'm sorry. It comes in with X plus X, where X is the number of creature cards in your graveyard. How many creatures do you have in your graveyard?
Wait, in all graveyards or in all graveyards, right?
Yes.
All right, so I have 1 creature in my graveyard.
So it is a 2/2. And then I am going to start the attack phase. We are going to swing with Aggressive Mammoth, Sorrow Realm Eater, Rampant Rejuvenator, and then Xanagos, God of Reveals. And then I will give Xanagos' ability to Aggressive Mammoth, and then I will give Mr. Orfeo's ability to Xanagos. So it is a 12/12, a 16/16, a 2/2, and a 3/3 coming at you, all with trample.
Okay. I will.
Right.
I will crew the Arcadia Express with Greasefang. I will tap Maze of Ith, targeting the Aggressive Mammoth to untap it.
Alright. So you still have a 12/12, a 2/2, and a 3/3 coming at you. All with trample.
Right. And I will make my block against Xanagos with the Arcadia Express.
Alright. So
And then damage, it dies, and I eat the other damage, and I die, because I go to 0.
alright.
So I took how much damage?
3 plus 12, so 15.
Does this have trample?
I gave it, yes, everything has trample thanks to Garrick's Uprising. Creatures you control have trample.
Okay, so how much damage came through? I blocked 6. So,
This was just a 2/2. Oh, you blocked this?
yes.
Okay,
That
so
would be
still
11.
6, 8, and then 11.
11 damage came
Yep.
through, so I was at -9.
Alright.
Alright, congratulations.
Thank you very
You
much.
won the match.
That was a great game.
Alright, we're done with the video from the first game, and Logan won with Mr. Orfeo.
Managed to eke out a victory with only 3 health left.
Yes. So he had 3 health left, and I was at 2, and he was able to deal more than enough to me. And so I'd like to award him 5 Brothers War booster packs.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
These are going to be fun to
Right.
crack.
All right. Yes, they're yours. And good game. What did you think of the deck?
It was very powerful. Early game, you needed at least 3 or 4 turns to really get going. And by that point, you had me down to 2 health. So it was a panic for me. I was very worried early on. If I didn't get Soul Ring in my opening hand, I think it definitely would have gone to you.
Okay. I was struggling because I didn't have a way when the Parhelion 2 came back to my hand, I didn't have a way to dump it and get rid of it and put it back in the graveyard. Otherwise, I could have finished you off a lot earlier. Again, congratulations, and I hope you pull something really good.
I hope so too.
All right, let's go game 2. We're
All
going to
right.
play another game, not with the same decks. We're going to play different decks. 5 more packs around the line.
I like this.
All right.
Let's do it.